This video was produced as part of the Columbia Basin Rural Development Institute's Regional Food Systems Project. The project runs from September 2014 to March 2016 and is funded by the Real Estate Foundation of British Columbia. It aims to synthesize knowledge and generate new information that helps our region's agricultural stakeholders make decisions that lead to enhanced agricultural production in ways that are economically, socially, and environmentally sound. The Rural Development Institute is based at Selkirk College and is supported by Columbia Basin Trust. Our work, which serves the entire Basin-Boundary region, is focused on researching and sharing knowledge related to identified regional development priorities. Our work on this project began with a review of agricultural plans developed by Basin-Boundary regional districts. This helped us understand the similarities and differences in issues facing the agricultural industry from the Kettle Valley to the Elk Valley to the Columbia Valley. Plans produced by the regional districts of Kootenay Boundary, Central Kootenay, and East Kootenay were used in this study. Nothing similar has been developed for the northern portions of the Basin-Boundary region. Several common themes emerged during our review. The first was increasing demand for local food and decreasing supply of the same. All three plans recognized an increasing demand for local food. In our region, 75% of polled residents prefer to buy food that is produced locally. Coupled with the fact that 95% of the food we eat is imported from elsewhere, this suggests a major opportunity to meet growing demand with growing supply. Yet, supply is not growing. In fact, it's decreasing. The area being farmed in our region decreased by almost 20% between 2001 and 2011, and many local food markets are having trouble filling their shelves. The next common theme was land supply challenges. Some regional agricultural plans have been informed by agricultural land use data provided by the province. These data, along with census data, show extensive underutilization of agricultural land for food production. In many cases, this land is being taken out of production due to increasing land values associated with alternative land uses. The third common theme we identified was farmers and labor. The aging demographics of farm operators is well known. Yet, a new generation of farmers appears to be in waiting, with membership in groups like the Young Agrarians and Farm Folk City Folk growing. This new generation needs support to enter the industry and develop viable farming businesses. Finally, financial viability emerged as a common theme, and a clear reason why, despite growing demand for local food and adequate land and labor supply, production is on the decline. Average annual per-farm profits in the region stood at only $5,300 at last count. The agricultural plans made several common recommendations for how to improve viability of the agriculture industry. These recommendations can be grouped into information needs, policy needs, and investment needs. Under the umbrella of information needs, the plans pointed to a need to restore farm advisory services in the region and train new farmers, as well as a need for research and education on land use and capability, markets, alternative land access models, climate change adaptation, irrigation, and invasive weeds. In response to these identified needs, the RDI is currently doing research on land use and availability with an analysis of agricultural land usage across the region. Another focus is markets, with a planned analysis of the beef supply chain. And another focus is climate change, with an analysis of regional climate trends relevant to agriculture. Under the umbrella of policy needs, all three plans suggested that local governments look at options to adjust certain taxes and permitting fees for farms, tighten zoning and bylaws to reduce the potential for further loss of agricultural land to urban expansion, and loosen zoning bylaws to remove restrictions on small-scale livestock operations and agricultural processing operations. Under the umbrella of investment needs, the plans paid specific attention to infrastructure and marketing. Infrastructure deficiencies of note related to food processing and packaging facilities, especially for meat. Marketing discussions centered on support for a regional marketing strategy to capitalize on the growing demand for local food. To view our full report on regional agricultural planning themes, please visit our website at cbrdi.ca/food. Using this link, you can also view additional research products as they become available.